Hi, it's Eileen. I'm back. Many of you have asked, Eileen, where have you been? What's going on? You used to make all those health videos. Now we haven't seen any in years. Is something going on? What has happened? We miss your videos. Why aren't you making any more videos? Okay, something has been going on, and I'm going to tell you. I'm finally able to share what's been going on the past few years with me. And what's been going on? I've become certified as an integrative health practitioner and a high performance coach. What the heck is all that? I'll explain all that. That's why I'm holding this folder. But first, before I tell you about what is a integrative healthcare practitioner and a high performance coach, I need to tell you a little bit of a story that involves my health journey. My health journey has led me to find such professions. I didn't know that an integrative health practitioner even existed or a high performance coach even existed, but my health journey led me there. So once upon a time, here's my story. When I was about 10 years old, and even before then, I was a skinny little kid. I was very active. I played all the sports in the neighborhood. And what happened one day, I was out there playing football with the neighborhood kids, and I broke my leg. And the reason why I probably broke my leg is because I was a skinny little kid. And I was probably about 65 pounds when I was 10 years old. Like I said, I was a skinny little kid. What happened is people would come to visit me and they would say, you've got to eat, you've got to fatten up, you got to get bigger. And so what happened, they would bring me in milkshakes and it just got to be ridiculous. And they were bringing me in a lot of food that is fattening and not healthy food, but is designed to put on weight. So what happened is that fast forward to when I'm in college, my college years. Now I have a lot of bad habits going on. And of course, in college, you develop bad habits anyway, drinking beer and the pizza and the hoagies. And because I never had allergies before, and I developed chronic sinusitis. So I started taking antibiotics. Okay, so you had see the pattern. There's something brewing going on there. Then fast forward to graduate college, get a job, still in a lot of bad habits, drinking a lot of soda. Yes, still drinking beer because now I'm working and I'm very busy. Now I'm ordering out a lot, eating a lot of processed food because it's fast and easy to prepare. And I started to gain weight. Probably in those college years and especially in the working years, I started to gain weight. So yeah, it worked. They told the skinny little kid to eat fattening stuff, and guess what? The skinny little kid becomes overweight. So by the time I was about 49 years old, I was starting to realize here I'm in the health profession, working as a physical therapist, and now I'm the one that's not in good health, not in good shape, doesn't feel like exercising. So my activity has gone down. My eating habits are not very good, gained weight. So now I decide, okay, time to do something about it. So I started exercising, and the exercise program that I was doing also recommended and taught me how to eat clean, meaning not processed foods, things that are whole food, come from nature. So I started to really start to dig in little by little by little and eating a much better diet and in a portion controlled way. So I started to lose the weight. And with the exercise, I started to gain back my athletic type of a body that I used to have when I was a kid. I felt great. I was eating great. And then all of a sudden, I'm going to say right around 55 years old, the keto diet thing kind of started to happen. So I decided, hey, that sounds like a way of upgrading what I'm already doing. I'm going to do this. So I started eating a keto diet, and in the beginning, it was great. I was still losing weight. I was having a lot of energy. I was still working out. I still felt I had an athletic body. And That lasted for about a year. Then what happened is that I started to gain weight. But I kept eating the keto way. I kept thinking I need to tweak it a little bit better to get back on track. So I'm following it to a T. But I began to slowly and surely gain the weight back. My energy went down. And I started to, I guess I was about 58 years old. There started to be a little bit of a pattern. I was waking up and I felt dizzy. And when I started to feel dizzy, I just attributed it to, well, I got up too fast. I didn't really relate it back to what was happening with the keto diet. Then one morning, a few weeks later, I started to feel very nauseous, really dizzy. And if I wasn't near a chair, I would have fallen. So I sat in the chair for a little bit, and all of a sudden I thought I was feeling a little bit better. And I realized I'm getting my stomach. I feel very nauseous. I'm going to get sick to my stomach. And I did. And when I still sat back down after that, I still felt dizzy. So I'm a healthcare practitioner. I do have a blood pressure cuff. I realized something must be wrong with my blood pressure because that's typically what happens when you feel dizzy. So I took my blood pressure. It was about 186 over about 100. Whenever I've gone to the doctors up to that point, I have never, ever had high blood pressure. So I knew I was on the wrong track with the keto diet. That helped me to say, you know what, something is better. I need to find what it is. I'm the type of person, I like to research and look into things and learn things, especially in the health field. So it sent me on a path of just looking into what natural, because if you remember all my videos that you have seen through the past, all had to do with natural ingredients, a natural solution. So that's my basis, even from back then. So I went in search of what can help decrease blood pressure, what can help decrease weight, what can help me to feel better and prevent what I believe I was heading towards, heart disease. So I went in search of, and I came across a field called Integrative Health. And that's where I realized it's such an incredible field. It encompasses several actual areas. That's what the word integrative comes from. It's bringing together many different kinds of medicine. And it's all encompassing. Yes, it involves diet and nutrition and exercise. But what was incredible about it is that it helped me realize there's also a profession attached with it. So not only did I get my health under control with using an integrative health approach and philosophy, it has inspired me to help me to say, you know what, it helped me. I want to help others who are in the same situation as I am to get it under control, but in a better way. And so let me tell you about that. Integrative health involves 7 areas of medicine, and they are as follows: functional medicine, Ayurvedic medicine, bioregulatory medicine, Chinese medicine and herbalism, Eastern philosophy, traditional naturopathy, and orthomolecular medicine. Now, I will go over each of these areas in a different video, but for today's purposes, just know that that is why I have had extensive studying and learning all of these areas in order to be able to provide my clients the best of all of this information in each of these 7 areas. One of which, especially in the functional medicine portion, I have learned to analyze what goes on the inside of your body through lab testing. There's several different lab tests that I've learned, and each of them let me know what is happening. They have different markers to let us know if something is out of balance, if it's deficient, if there's too much of something in your body, if there are toxins that are in your body. Because in a world we live in, just from the air we breathe, a lot of the water that we drink, the antibiotics, like I had mentioned earlier, that when I was in college, I started with sinusitis. So the natural thing that the doctor always gave was antibiotics. Antibiotics, especially over years, becomes toxic in your body. You wondered what I was doing these couple years. I've learned how to analyze different tests that will tell us what's going on, especially when you've had chronic illnesses, that you've had symptoms that you've had for a long time. You go to the doctor and either they give you some sort of a pill for it that really is just addressing the symptoms, or they just say, it's just part of aging. Just to name a few symptoms that often get overlooked in conventional medicine, but as an integrative health practitioner, I take very seriously. Here's just a few, okay? Number one, joint pain. Then chronic fatigue, brain fog, digestive issues, low energy, depression, mood swings, weight gain, hormonal issues, thyroid issues, difficulty sleeping, bloating, gas, constipation, skin issues like acne and skin tags, and just a feeling like you're aging faster than you should be. Well, a lot of these symptoms, and why it's dangerous for a doctor to dismiss them or to provide you a pill that addresses just the symptoms, is that often these are symptoms connected and related to diabetes, heart disease, autoimmune disease, obesity, arthritis, fibromyalgia, and cancer. So let's take a look at some of these tests. I'm able to get lab reports like this from the functional medicine lab tests that I can provide you. And it's going to tell me your vitamin levels, your mineral levels. It's going to tell me if you have any toxic heavy metals in your system. This other lab test actually tests your hormone levels. And it's not just your estrogen, progesterone, and testosterone. It's also your cortisol hormone levels. And that's important because that's your stress hormones. And nobody really pays attention to cortisol. Yet, I'm going to tell you it is an underlying cause for a lot of the conditions we just named. So there's other tests that I can run. I just wanted to give you an example of what tests I can have you run and that I analyze. And why that's important is because if we can find the root cause to the symptoms that you have and not just treat it and blow it off or give you some pill to deal with the symptom, because unless you deal with the root cause, you will have these symptoms forever and they're going to grow into other problems. There's not many health practitioners that really take not only the time to find the root cause of your health issues, but then, because this is the important part, once we can pinpoint your health issues, we can pinpoint and deliver natural solutions that are going to address what's out of balance, and if there are toxins in there, how to get rid of them. If we identify your root cause and address the root cause, guess what? We can reverse your diabetes, your heart disease, your autoimmune disease, your obesity, your arthritis, your fibromyalgia, your cancer. Yes, we can reverse those things. So these are the things that I've learned, have skills in. I've been doing these past few years, and yes, I'm ready to share this with you. I'll be creating more videos, so more to come. I'm also a high performance coach, so just a little bit about that. More to come on this. It's the type of information that I can provide you to not only help you to live longer, but to live functionally healthier longer. That's the distinction. More to come on that. So again, I'm glad that I'm back. I hope you're glad that I'm back. And it's my bottom line, and I hope it's your bottom line. It's about staying as healthy as you can for as long as you can. See you soon.